That was deep. Mm. My God, my God, my God.
But it's okay, cause old dreams just turn into better days, man. Shout out to the dreamers. Man, shout out to the dreamers. Man, shout out to the.
Hey, what's up, people? Thank you so much for tuning in again. I'm Ivana B, and this is Ivana B Beauty. So, this is the second episode or installment of my little series that I call Sometimes I Preach to Myself, or Symptom. It's a series where I share the things that I say to motivate myself and inspire myself as a creative to keep going, keep pushing, keep ticking, trying to make it. Because one day I'm going to come up, okay? These are the things that I say to myself, and I would love to share it with you, the creative, hoping that it will inspire you and motivate you as well to keep pushing, keep doing your thing. Today I'm going to be showing you 3 ways, or sharing with you 3 ways to revive your passion. If you've been feeling lost, if you've been feeling disconnected from your art, or you just in that artist funk that sometimes we can get in, this will be a great video for you. And if you know another artist, tag them, share this video, put it on Facebook, you know, snap it, do whatever you gotta do. And also make sure you like, comment, subscribe to my channel so that you never ever miss another video. Thank you so much. Let's get started. The first way to revive your passion is to stop, pause, unplug, take a break. I call this the artist hiatus. You need time to unclog this vessel so that creative energy can flow through you. We have so much bombarding us as people in general that it's a wonder we're able to create anything from our soul anymore. Especially if you're an artist that has a 9-to-5 job that has nothing to do with your creative endeavor. It's so difficult to have your job, your family, your home, and all of that, plus your creative passion. How do you find time to flow creatively if you're so clogged up? Social media also will clog you up. Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, everything. It's wonderful as a promotion tool and as a connection tool, but sometimes you have to push back from it, because it will have your brain on 100 million things except what you really need to be focusing on, and that's producing work. And it's so easy as a creative to get bogged down by doubt. A lot of industries, creative industries, are saturated and tough and competitive, and it takes a lot to be able to stay in the game. You got doubt from the outside telling you you're not good enough. And then sometimes in your inner circle, your family, your friends may not understand where you're coming from as an artist. Therefore, they put doubt in your mind about whether you're really doing the right thing for you. And they may mean well, but they just may not understand how to feed your soul as an artist. And then the worst kind of doubt, that's that inner doubt. Always wondering, am I good enough? Is my work comparable to the greats? Is my purpose art? Should I still be doing this? All the things that run through our mind as creatives clog us up and make us hardened to the world so that we can't feel anything and we can't make any credible work to make other people feel something as well. That's why you gotta take a break. Meditate with it. Sit in silence and commune with God. Whatever it is that's gonna get your mind clear so that you can flow, you need to do that. Now, the artist hiatus is very important. Breaks are very important, but caution, because it's also a very dangerous place for an artist to go. If you take too much time in the artist hiatus, you can get stuck. And that's a place that I am always fighting to not spend too much time resting. Because you can turn resting into dreaming and planning and preparing and waiting on perfection, but you're not really producing any work. And I mean, as we know, if you're waiting for perfection, I mean, that's whack. Perfection is the artist's enemy. And Beyonce told us perfection is so, I mean, it's so over. The flaws is what makes your work perfect. Don't get stuck in that time warp. You look up 2 years from now and the people that were running with you are now running ahead of you because you got stuck in the break and didn't get back to work. So take a break, but don't make it too long. The second way that you can revive your passion, and it's probably my personal favorite way of how to revive my passion, is to take a class, teach a class. Find someone in your industry that you admire, whose work you love, who is an expert in your field, and you wish to gain the knowledge that they have. Find someone like that that's giving a class or talking somewhere or giving out some type of information. Find that and take that class. Seeing someone that you admire in the atmosphere that you want to be a part of is so inspiring. It makes you have that feeling of, this is what I really want to do. This is where I belong. When you take that class, you not only will you gain new skills in order to improve on your creativity, but you also stir up something on the inside of yourself that makes you want to hustle harder, that makes you want to grind, that makes you want to get to work, get in the lab and get some things done. I took a class from one of my favorite makeup artists, Mario Dedivanovic, and I was very inspired. It made me know that I wanted to be an educator. I want to be on the stage doing demos, teaching makeup, teaching transformational makeup. I'm so passionate about it because I saw him in his element doing his thing, and I'm like, that's what I want to do. It's nothing like that feeling. It puts some fire under your feet, some fire in your bones and in your blood, and it makes you want to get started on making your dream a reality. The next part of that is to teach a class. And you don't have to think on some grand scale like, oh, I need to rent a venue and I need a whole bunch of students. It doesn't have to be anything like that. It can be it can be a group of one. Recently, I did a beginner's makeup class, like a 5-minute face, run out the door makeup, or for those women, special occasion makeup because they don't regularly wear makeup. It was a group of 4 women at my church, and I wanted to put in some time and some service along with that and teach the basics. To them, I am an expert. I have knowledge that they can gain from, and it's a blessing to them, but also to my soul to be able to give back. And when you're teaching the basics to someone, it makes you have to go back and do your homework, re-look at those books and go into the information arsenal that you have and make sure you really know what you're talking about if you're going to teach somebody else. That alone will ignite passion and make you remember why you started doing what you're doing and why you love to do what you do. So take a class, teach a class. Both will inspire you to keep going and keep hustling. The third and final way that I'm going to talk about today to revive your passion is muse hunting. This is probably the most fun of all the ways to awaken your passion that I've talked about today. Muse hunting. If you don't know what a muse was originally defined as a woman from which an artist draws inspiration. Now, it doesn't have to be a woman. It can be anything. Color, light, sound, movement, poetry, words, whatever inspires you. You don't know what it's going to be until you go out looking for it. And this is how we get to muse hunting. How do you hunt for your muse? Go do something different. Go to an art gallery, for God's sakes. See something new. Go to a movie or a show or a theater that you wouldn't normally go to. Walk down a different street. Drive down a different street. See something that you haven't seen before. Find something to marvel at. Actually, one of the most important pieces of advice about creativity that I've ever gotten was from a car commercial. It's a few years old, but when I heard it, it just stuck with me, and it always has stuck with me. The commercial said something like, if you want to be inspired to design car interiors, stop looking at car interiors I mean, how true is that? As an artist, whatever you do, I'm sure that's all that you focus on. As a makeup artist, my whole IG timeline and pretty much any timeline on any social media is filled with makeup artists and people who do what I do. If you are a designer and you make beautiful silk dresses, stop looking at everybody else who designs silk dresses or dresses in general. Stop looking at fashion in general as your only inspiration. Look to somewhere else. Maybe a jazz nightclub will inspire you in some way to create something that you never would have created, looking at other people's work and comparing yourself to what other people have done. Broaden your horizons. Stop looking at the same things over and over again. I know I can get caught up on IG looking at all the different eye creations and lip creations and this, and I'm like, oh, well, I guess I need to do something like that. No. You need to do something that moves your soul in an effort to move someone else's. Ooh, that was deep. My God, my God, my God. Go out searching and hunting for something that will inspire you. Muse hunting is fun. Take a friend with you, take a fellow artist with you, take your camera, take your phone, and you never know what you could discover. You might fall in love with a painting, or you might fall in love with a metal gate that's knocked over beside a pink flower. You never know. I made that up off the top of my head because I'm so creative. You never know what you may find. Just make sure you're always looking. Now listen, if you made it to the end of this video, I appreciate you so much for listening to me ramble and talk to myself and get this in my own head. I hope that me talking to me is helping you, the creative. If it is, leave me a comment. Let me know how you revive, different ways that you revive your passion, and if this video helped you at all. If you think this will help somebody else, please share the video, comment, like, subscribe to my channel so you never miss another video. Thank you so much for watching. See ya. Love ya. See ya.